Hello everybody, this is Jim Gruser with Big Head Industry. We were a full-service real estate company and contractor company, but given the recent events, we think we're going to pivot on our business model, and we're going to go into the adult beverage business, Corona to beat Corona, medical mask, hand sanitizer, and toilet paper seems to be very popular during this time. So we think we're going to pivot and get completely out of real estate, go on these items. They seem like a good long-term business solution. So the title of this is the Corona Update, and obviously I'm just joking, but somewhere along the line, cooler heads have to prevail. This is the lunacy that's going on right now. This video is intended for the Big Head team, but this is also intended for any of our customers. Many of our customers are out of state, and I know many of our customers are in some areas that are much harder hit. I'm not making light of this at all. This is a very serious situation, but somebody has to calm down. Just calm down. This is not going to be the end of civilization. So this video is going to be broken into a couple pieces. First of all, we are going to stay in the business of real estate investing. The market is going to be fine. Hopefully we can get the people together and the leadership together to stop politicizing this, and they can just come together, which we really need to do. So I'm going to talk about a few things of where we're at, what's happening. For those of you who don't know, we're located here in Anderson, Indiana, which is Madison County, central Indiana. Not nearly as populous as the coast, where it's just going crazy and the lunacy is abounding. I'm from California, so we know what's going on out there. I have good friends from New York, so I know what's going on there. And it's crazy. Here in the Midwest, I'm going to talk about what's happening now, what we're not going to do, what we are going to do. So first things first, I want to tell everyone, for the love, Big Head team, this has done nothing but positive intent. We are a positive-oriented team. We take positive action, but we do take action, okay? Stop watching TV and reading your phone 24/7. Please. See, the boy in the plastic bubble is how a lot of people are telling us we need to live now. That's not the case. I'm not going to sit in my basement and shiver like Paris Hilton's Chihuahua pooping a peach pit. I'm just not going to do it, and I don't want any of us to do that. It's ridiculous the way this is being scared and weaponized. I don't like it. The numbers that are shaking out, and I'm not a doctor, I don't play one on TV, but all the numbers are going to shake out, and I make decisions based on numbers, are that the mortality rate on the season is going to be at or under 1%. That is still scary. We should take all the precautions necessary and work from there, but 10 times more deadly than flu. I think this is real. I'm not one of those people saying you should not take this seriously, because we really, really, really need to. But the numbers should drive our action, okay? In Madison County, where we live here, there's a few cases that have been diagnosed. I don't think there's any in the city limits, but again, we don't know how many people's carrying it. We don't know anything about who the carriers can be carrying without knowing about it, so we have to take all the precautions. The Big Head team, I will talk more about our adherence to that, what we're going to do. I'm clearly communicating this to all the team leaders and to all the people we're working with. But the numbers do not dictate that we, get 5 years of toilet paper, 6 million Corona, and hide in a hole. We're just not. We don't need to do that. And I really just want to make sure that we're on the same page as that. Madison County, though, does have some cases, so we have to be cautious. Marion, which is only about 40 minutes from here, they have 85 diagnosed cases. We'll talk more about what we're not going to do as a Big Head Action team. The people at highest risk, we know, are the elderly, people that are obese, people who have emphysema or breathing conditions. And unfortunately for America, obesity and diabetes are a higher risk category, and that's a big percent of our population. So we'll get to more what we're not going to do for the Big Head teams. This is a very important piece of this. We take responsibility for ourselves. That means for Us as a family, us as a Big Head family, we can control what we can control, and that we're going to be good, responsible citizens in all phases and all facets of that. I'm going to talk about that more in just a minute here. But the people at risk are a serious, this is something serious we have to consider to really not surround ourselves with that. If we're strong, we're healthy, we can carry it to other people at risk. So we really need to be cautious of that. So the Big Head action. So for those of you, we will be working. In essence, what we do is self-distancing, social distancing. We work only on vacant houses, okay? So the crews we work together are 2 to 5 man crews. Those crews a lot of times are family members or people that are with each other every day and all the time. So in essence, those small groups that they're working in can continue to work in the houses they're working on. So if any of the government gives you any grief or anyone gives you a hard time, we are contractors. We are getting housing ready for people to live in. We are a vital part of the services, and we are allowed to stay open. Lowe's, Menards, Home Depot, they're all remaining open. I've talked to the managers from all of these locations, all these vendors, so they are staying open. Sherwin-Williams is also staying open. So all our window guys, the factory that we open up, that we buy from, they're all staying open. So all of our subcontractors and vendors are staying open. Now, some of our Big Head team members are that high-risk category. They have diabetes, they have breathing problems. And you guys should avoid anyone else and stay quarantined. You do not need to have an exposure to anyone else. Now, if you can still work and maintain complete isolation, in essence quarantine, then I'm good with that, okay? But if you need to get materials, you are not going. You need to work, you need to coordinate with me, and we'll coordinate with other team members to get material dropped off to the door outside, and then you can come get it. That's the responsible thing to do. I do not want any of you high-risk guys, and there's a few of you guys on the team, and you know who you are, and we'll talk separately, but I do not want any of you guys going anywhere at risk. So I want to talk about the actions that we're going to take, okay? We are adhering to the CDC recommendations, and the Madison County and the governor of Indiana, they're all recommending us to quarantine and don't go to work. Well, in essence, the way we work, we are quarantined. As long as we practice good behaviors, then we should be fine. You sick guys, if you guys, potential guys could be sick, I do not want you around any people. I just want to emphasize that again. The way we're going to do it with Lowe's and Menards and Home Depot, and I'm going to tell you guys this, and it's kind of uncomfortable. Where I come from in California, the mask mentality, wearing a mask all the time, can be a very common thing. I'm married to an Asian. When we go to Asia, we wear masks all the time. I went into Lowe's yesterday, and here's the procedure we're going to make sure that we adhere. When you go into Lowe's, I want you guys wearing a mask. If you want to wear gloves, wear gloves. I carry hand sanitizer with me. I do not touch my nose, face, anything when I'm in there or anywhere like that. I get everything I need to be. I check out. I hand sanitize everything, then take my mask off, don't touch my face, hand sanitize again in case we touch anything, and I get back in the car. These are serious precautions that we need to take, guys. This is a serious time, and we need to take this seriously. So if you do those things, you're going to be fine. Now, the problem, the culture in Indiana, I was in Lowe's yesterday, and there probably was 100 people in there. The parking lot was crowded. Me and some old 80-year-old lady, we were the only ones wearing a mask, and even all the people there. If it was my store manager, all my employees would be wearing masks, and they would be wearing better masks than this. I'll get to the mask in just a few minutes, but seriously, that is exactly what we're going to do as Big Head Teammate. This is our, I think this is our social responsibility to our families, to our company, and to society. All right, that's what we're going to do. We're not wavering on that one, so that's our position. So the other thing I want to tell you is, if there are old people that you've not gone around, you have old family members, and you are young, you are healthy, don't go around them if you've been out in public, because if you're going to take that to them, you can give it to them. If you don't know if you have it, you're a carrier, just be cautious, you know, really take all the precautions as important. The other thing, and that I want to tell you is that I have ordered hundreds of masks. With my manufacturing background and my connections, I was able to get masks ordered. I've got hundreds of masks coming in. Now this mask is a low filtration mask. You'll see these are regular ones. These are only good to about 60–70% protection. And anyone saying that a mask doesn't protect you, that's hogwash, because a lot of this thing, anyone coughing, sneezing, droplets get on you. What I've ordered for you Big Head teammates is the KN95. So 95% filtration. It's really top of the line. A mask. Those will be here in just a couple of days. I want to distribute those to all of you guys. In the meantime, we have these masks, which we will also distribute to you. We have these for the short term. They are better than no protection at all when you go into any spaces with people. Okay, so I just want to let you know on that. And the last thing, as far as action items, I think is as important as anything, is remain positive and pray. I know not everyone out there is a believer in God, but maintaining a positive attitude and being part of a positive solution by taking positive action, we're keeping working, we are adhering to the social distancing, we're practicing good things not to spread to anyone else, and we're still contributing to the economy and keeping America working. We cannot keep America from working into perpetuity. We're going to have to protect the people who are at risk, and the people who are healthy are going to have to get back into the fight in the workforce, and I don't care which side you're on, this is going to happen. We cannot leave our country. More people will die from a depression than anything. So every night, me and Edward, my little boy, we pray, and he prays first. He usually prays for, thank you for monster trucks, thank you for mommy and daddy, but we also pray for everyone to be safe, and we pray for our family safety, and we pray for our company and our teammates and our country. So I would tell you, just please be positive. Stop with the fear-mongering. Don't get involved in it. You know what you need to do to be responsible. We're going to do that as a family and a Big Head team. So pray for America. We're going to do our part, and we're asking that you do your part as well. Thank you very much.